It's the Sports Talk Now podcast.
Greetings and salutes.
Second.
Oh,
These headphones.
I should not start the buzzer timer.
Don't start the buzzer yet.
Okay. Sorry about the leak. The roof is still.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. It's supposed to get fixed. The guy, he's up there.
Yeah, I hear him.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was here last week.
Look, I don't know what he's doing. Look, if
Are you paying him well?
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
This guy's robbing me blind. But I mean, I don't know how to fix a roof. Do you?
No, I just know sports.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Sports Talk Now. I'm your host, Jackie McKenna, and I am joined, as I always am, and very lucky to have him here. Some call him the Oracle. All call him the Pundit.
We're going to call me the Pundit,
Okay, we're the Pundit. The Pundit is here.
and we're going to get started.
So, we're 4 episodes in, and what's great, in addition to just how great the response has been, just about
Overwhelming.
all about the sports expertise.
Fan support.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on the second episode. It's been amazing feedback. I think your expertise has really been a breath of fresh air for people who are sort of sick of the
Well, people are finally hearing the truth outside of my immediate circle. Because people who know me, they're enlightened.
Exactly. Yeah, your inner circle. And so with that wonderful feedback has come a lot of questions. And so we have some mailbag, right, from some listener.
We're going to open up the mailbag.
Great. So why don't you open up that mailbag, and I will start the timer.
And we're off. So first question.
Who's this from?
This is from Emmett Wilson.
Emmett Wilson from... Do you have an address?
No, they don't send me their address.
That's what they do on radio.
Yeah, well, my agent, he marks out the address so that I don't see them.
Okay.
I don't know. My agent. Emmett asks, will there be football on Yom Kippur? And this should be an easy one. He must not have listened to the first episode. Because all you have to do...
So pause right now and go listen to that.
Yeah, pause right now, listen to that. If you haven't, fine, I'll tell you right now. Look up when Yom Kippur is. If it's on a day football happens, they're probably going to be playing football.
Yeah.
Should they? No. And we went over that last week.
Yeah, so that's going to be definitely your Mondays. That's going to be definitely your Thursdays. That's going to be definitely your Sundays. Yom Kippur happens what time of year? Is it going to be in that
around the third half of the year?
Okay.
So around now.
Okay. So maybe
also,
not on
good
Saturday.
For remembering.
Thank you. I have a little rhyme that helps me remember.
Okay.
Thursday. I had this. I ran this with my girlfriend.
All right, we gotta.
I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, forget it. Second question comes from Daniel Hippopotamus. Daniel asks, "What's the hardest thing to do in sports?"
This is a great question.
This is a great question. There is one correct answer.
Really? Okay.
I'm gonna see if you know it.
Okay.
And people think this is subjective. That's completely untrue.
Having fun.
Okay. That was dumb. The hardest thing to do in sports.
Getting a team on the same page.
Oh, my God. The hardest thing to do in sports, obviously, is hitting a half-court shot in basketball. It happens very rarely.
Yeah.
Have you done it? That's
No.
why at games, you'll see during halftime, they'll give a fan the ball at half court and say, if you can make this, we'll give you $10,000. We'll give you a car. And it's impossible. And it's a big ruse to win.
Because they know it's not going to happen.
They know it's not going to happen. And those fans actually have to pay to do it.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a cash grab.
Thursday's done. It's time for just one. I'll get the it's come back to
yeah,
me.
we'll do Sundays later. Okay, next question comes from Mario. He asks, I want to know the history of different animal skins used in different balls of sports. Okay. That's ridiculous.
Is this
What is this?
Is this a joke?
I don't know.
Is that because of the pig skin? Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's obviously balls aren't made of animals.
Yeah.
This must be a joke, or this person is just, for lack of a better word, a dummy. So Mario, do your research. I'm not going to answer that. I think it's pretty straightforward. No balls are made from animals. Pigskin is a metaphor.
Is this one of those trolls, you think?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So. We do a lot. Like I put a lot of my integrity and friendship on the line, frankly, getting the pundit in here to answer these questions. And when you bring some dumbass, pardon my French, shit like that into it's a waste of our time. Mm-hmm. It's a waste of the listeners' times. Most importantly, it's a waste of his time.
Mm-hmm. And frankly, that's true.
And I'm sorry about that.
I'll accept your apology because the mail is sent to me. Mm-hmm. So I know it is not your fault.
Mm-hmm. We'll pre-screen next time.
Yes. Now we know.
Great. So please send some serious questions.
I'm going to close the mailbag. That sort of soured the mood.
Okay. The mailbag is closed. Sunday. It must be May. Now, my birthday is in May.
Okay.
And so I love football. So I that's when all the games are. So like it feels like Sunday is my birthday month every week because I get all those games at once. And I've got the red zone on, and I've got the chips and the guac and the wings and the whole nine. So it feels like it's my birthday every Sunday. So that's how I remember that one.
Whatever
and Monday. Maybe
we'll come back to that one as well.
No, I know it. Can you talk about something?
Yeah. So a lot of people have been asking me, I need some fantasy football advice.
This
fantasy football. Did you not hear the first word? It's a fantasy. It's not real. Get your head out of your ass and just watch the games.
Could you explain fantasy football to the uninitiated like myself?
I try to forget, to be honest. Basically, fans buy players from online.
So-called fans, right?
Right. They don't watch football. They just want to play a stupid game. And you have to respect the players playing the actual game. So these people, they buy these players online, and then they put them up against each other in like a ring or something. I don't know. There's points involved. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to give you advice on it. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really care, then root for a team.
Yeah.
Root for multiple teams. You don't even need a team. Root for the
appreciate
NFL.
It. Yeah. Do you have a team, would you say?
Of course not.
No, you're just you. Do you think that would detract from sort of your sort of like and not to do I know you don't like fantasy nerd stuff, but sort of like Watu the Watcher in the Marvel universe, you sort of have this removed way you're looking at all, and that allows you to be an expert, that allows you to be the pundit because you have this you don't attach personal feelings to it, you just appreciate the game.
Exactly.
Do you think having loyalty to a team would detract from that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would cloud my vision, and I don't have time for that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see clearly. I need to see all the players. I need to see all of the games, and I need to see it from, as you said, whatever freaking Marvel.
Sorry,
it's whatever that is. Sure, yeah.
Well, let's stick to sports. Sorry about that. Did you? I wanted to ask you, sort of on that note, general question, but I think something that a lot of people are going to appreciate. You need to see all the players. You need to see everything. What game in person, it's the easiest to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Great question.
Mm-hmm.
Get asked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go through the sports again. Football, basketball,
Yep.
hockey, and baseball.
And I think you're forgetting about a little one that you're quite a big fan of. That's sort of how you blow off some steam.
Okay, all right. Hands up in the air. I like golf.
He plays golf.
Okay, that is my guilty pleasure. I play golf.
You love getting out there on the links. I've seen you.
I did. Well, okay. I don't want to get into that.
Okay, all right.
Because it's not one of the major sports.
I'm gonna hold
I
your
know
feet
a
to
lot
the fire
about
on
it.
that one day.
Okay.
And you owe me a game.
All right. The best sport to see live.
Well, the question
It
was,
depends
what's
on-
the easiest?
The easiest to
Visibly.
see depends on your seat. Give me a
Depends
seat.
on your
Give me a
seat.
seat. Give me a seat number.
Give
me a section.
8H.
8H. You're gonna want to see hockey.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Hit me again.
Section 200, J12.
I'll stop. Basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, why is that?
Because you can see all of it.
You can see all the guys.
All the guys. You can see the baskets
Uh-huh.
and the court. You could even, if you squint, see the coach on the sidelines.
That's,
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. There. Another question. Why don't coaches in baseball? The manager wears the baseball uniform. Why don't they? And I'm there's the buzzer, but we got the question in.
Yeah, so we have to finish.
So we why don't
Because
NBA coaches wear jerseys? Why don't hockey coaches wear the jersey and the padding? Well, why don't at least NFL coaches have a helmet on?
Mm-hmm. So the NFL is actually implementing that. So this season or the next season, we will see coaches with helmets. Hockey, they have to wear suits. The hockey coaches have to wear suits because they're businessmen. They actually don't coach the team because you can't coach hockey, just like you can't teach someone to skate.
Yeah.
The players sort of do it themselves. So the coaches, in parentheses or quotations, are essentially the owners of the team, and they're just making sure that the players are doing their jobs.
Got it. And basketball?
Basketball, the coaches don't look good in the uniforms. Most of them are older.
Yeah, and they don't have
They don't
the
want to
body
show.
for
Yeah,
that
they don't
sort
want to
of-
show their shoulders.
And if they wore those jerseys and they did the like t-shirt under the jersey, that's like sort of like, okay, like I know you look bad.
Exactly.
Thank you for that. I feel like we touched on a lot this episode.
Yeah. We sort of went around the horn.
Around the horn, or as they say in baseball, touch them all. The bases.
Yes. Okay. You were close.
Buzzer beater thought. Final.
I did mine first last time.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna say. Besides, don't try and play the pundit and golf. They'll fucking eat you alive. Besides that, I'm gonna say my biggest takeaway is fantasy football is for nerds, and nerds like nerd stuff. Like, and I'm learning. The show is about. It's not about me learning, but it's a byproduct of it. There's no room for nerds in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
Except for me, because I'm a nerd about sports.
a nerd. Yeah. Well, you're a nerd. Like
Right.
I guess I should say there's no room for geek stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
No geek shit. And
We're gonna have to make this one explicit.
oh my, I'm so sorry. I've too much coffee, I think, this morning. But yeah, so no room for geek stuff in sports. That's my buzzer beater thought. Fantasy football is for losers.
All right, I'll second that and bring into the arena coaches in baseball are going to get rid of the uniforms.
Okay.
I think people are confusing the coaches with the players. often if the coach gets too close on the field, the umpire will signal him to come bat. And there has to be, and that's why baseball's so long these days, is because
The umpire's going, you.
Yeah, no, you're up next. And
And-
the batting order, he's like, no, I'm a manager.
And Aaron Boone's over there going, "Dude, like, how many times do I have to tell you this?"
Right. And so I don't know why this didn't happen years earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll probably put in, like casual wear, khakis. It's hot at baseball games, we know.
So you're saying like this time next year, in a few years, all you're going to really see the coaches, the only sort of uniform representation on the coaches will be the helmets in football.
Right.
The coaches wearing the helmets.
And that's for safety protocols.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be good with play calling too, and calling up. They're not going to have to like hold up their, walkie-talkies to their mouth or their headsets. It'll be literally in the helmet, talking to the play callers.
Yeah. And they could be more reckless, and it'll be more fun.
Yeah. Maybe they get in there for a snap or two.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's not allowed.
Well, thank you so much for joining me this week, as always. Hopefully next week the roof will be fixed.
Yeah, maybe we should just do it somewhere else.
You don't want to do it here?
Not if it's going to be like this.
Okay. See you guys next week.
It's the Sports Talk Now podcast.